Hi friends, welcome to mathematics lesson. Today we are going to deal on bearings and distances. First, before we continue, we need to understand the concept of bearing. Bearing of a point from a reference point is the angle between the north of the reference point measured along the clockwise direction and the line joining the 2 points. The compass used in aviation and shipping measure the bearing of a point from whatever point in question. Bearings can be determined by using 3-digit representation. Example, 30 degrees or 120 degrees, that is 3 digits, or making use of compass denotation, that is north 30 degrees east, south 25 degrees west. So these are different ways in which bearing can be represented. So moving ahead, we take some examples to explain how to solve problems in bearing. Taking a question says that 3 ships P, Q and R are at sea. The bearing of Q from P is 30 degrees and the bearing of P from R is 300 degrees. If PQ is 5 kilometers and PR is 8 kilometers. A. Illustrate the information in diagram. B. Calculate correct to 3 significant figures. I. Distance between Q and R. I. Bearing of R from Q. Moving ahead, we represent the information in a diagram according to what the questions suggest. So to do that, make use of our Mimio drawing tool. First, we are told that the bearing of Q from P is 30 degrees. So we have to represent that first. So here is our P. From P we navigate 30 degrees from the north of P. So 30 degrees from the north will be approximately this. We are making a sketch. And next we are given that the bearing of P from R is 300 degrees. So from bearing of P from R, this is our R, we navigate 300 degrees from the north direction along the clockwise direction. 300 will be around here. So that is that is 300. So the next will be joining the two. So that is it. So labeling accordingly. Here is our P, here is Q, and here is R. The angle here is 30 degrees. And the angle here is 300. So from here we can determine this angle. The angle here is 60 and here is 30. So that will give us 90 degrees. That will give us 90 degrees. And distance PQ is 5 kilometers, and the PR is given to be 8 kilometers according to the equation. So that is the diagram. Moving ahead will be to answer the first question, which says calculate correct to 3 significant figures. I, distance between Q and R. Distance, that is BI. This is A. Then BI is distance between PQ, QR. Distance QR. To do that, we use Pythagoras theorem. We are using Pythagoras theorem because the triangle we have is a right angle triangle, so we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the side we are looking for, and representing this triangle correctly. And normally the side can be represented, the one that is opposite to the vertex P is represented by small letter P, and the side that is facing small letter facing Q is represented by small letter Q, and the side that is facing R is represented by small letter R. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can say P square, or we can here see that QR here, QR is equal to P, and PQ is equal to R, and then PR is equal to Q. Now, using Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras theorem, we have that P square is equal to, which is the hypotenuse side, is equal to R square plus Q R Q square. That is P square is equal to R square plus Q square. Furthermore, P square is equal to 5 square plus 8 square. P square is equal to 25 plus 64. P square is equal to 89. P is equal to root 89. Using our calculator, we have that root 89 is equal to 9.43. 9.43. Kilometers correct to 3 significant figures. Next is finding bearing. To find the bearing or to calculate the bearing of R from Q, we have to find it from here, the bearing of R from Q. So we have to find it from Q. We are looking for this angle, so that before we can find that, we need to find this. Using trig ratio, we can find that because this is a right angle triangle, we can use trig ratio to simply find that angle. Otherwise, we could have used sine or cosine rule, but because this is a right angle triangle, we are free to use trig ratio, which is very simple. So here we are going to use angle Q. Let's call this angle Q. Angle Q is equal to tan Q is equal to Q opposite over adjacent, which is Q over R. Q over R. So that's what we are going to use. So say that BII to find the bearing of R from Q. We use trig ratio. Trig ratio is the short form of trigonometric ratio. So we are going to use tan Q is equal to R is equal to Q over R. Which is equal to 8 divided by 5, which will give us 1.6. So Q is tan inverse of 1.6. So using calculator here, tan inverse of 1.6, shift tan 1.6 equal to, we are having 57.99. Q is 57.99 degrees, which is approximately 58 degrees. So having found that, we go back to the diagram. Here is 58, so that this angle is same as 60 degrees. This and these are alternate angles, so here is 60 degrees and this is 90. Why? This is what we are looking for. This angle is what we are looking for. Let's call it y. So sum of angles at a point is equal to 360. This is what we are going to use to find y, which is the bearing of R from Q. So say using y plus 58 degrees plus 60 degrees plus 90 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. Sum of angles at a point, which we will find as, using calculator, can find that as 58 plus 60 plus 90 equal to, we have 208. Y plus 208 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. So that y is equal to 360 degrees minus 208 degrees. So that y will give us, let's use calculator, 208 minus 360 give us that to be 152 degrees. Therefore, the bearing of R from Q is 152 degrees. So that is the answer to that. Thank you for viewing. Please help us to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.